Hi, this is HP and this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is Hard Rock D minor 120. I didn't find a better title for this, so it's just rock in 120 beats per minute. I'm gonna talk about this later. First, let's hear how this shit sounds. Yeah, something like that. Ooh, baby, go wild. Yeah, so let's check the stuff out in detail. It's not so hard as it might look. Some really crazy stuff here which you can find out and really work on it, and it's much easier to play than you might think. Alright, so let's now switch on a more lovely sound for the theory. So we are in D minor, key of D minor. That means we are playing D minor pentatonics. And as usual, I mean, it's good to know all pentatonic positions, but mainly, basically, I cannot really talk correctly. Basically, we play position 4 in D minor, which is here. As usual, also it's important to know where the 1 is, and position 1 here in the upper structure, in upper position. This is the normal position. And we use the in-between positions to switch positions. So, first of all, tempo 120 is a pretty cool tempo, because when you play 8 notes in 120 beats per minute, so let's go back to a more rock and roll sounding sound, then it's that. The really cool thing about 120 is a very good tempo, is when you play straight 8 notes, you sound cool. Why is that like that? I don't know, because the tempo is pretty good, and the thing is just really, let's put the delay on the right tempo. I have a lead sound here now with a delay on the quarter note, as you can hear. So now we play quarters in this tempo, no, 8s. Now, to make it sound more aggressive, you might have noticed I did slight movements here. I mean, slight on each note, and that's basically the trick behind any rock solo. You need to work like hell for your soloing and for your tone. There's not 1 minute you can rest. Really, every note you're playing, you have to be on the point and really control your tone. So don't just play. So now a mix between a really extreme vibrato and harmonics, pinch harmonics, as you noticed. Swoop and a click, click, beep, beep. And then on the harmonics themselves, you make this extreme vibrato. Now we add some wah-wah. And now we already have the first part, which is pretty easy. See, that really works pretty well. Of course, it's a little bit too boring when we just play these 8 things. So what I always love to do is this this little lick. This cool one here. So slide little 16 figure here with a pull off 7/5. See, and then when you just add this little slide little thing in between, you don't sound too straight ahead, you really sound really cool, and it should really work out with these 8 figures. So let's check it out. See, that worked pretty well. What else is pretty cool is I'll do that often. In between those 8 figures, I make this little figures as I told you, but I do it with the open thing, so I make open these things. See, this is a sex doll figure. And then with the Wawa, make some extra motion on it. Pretty cool, and really work to have an aggressive, straight ahead sound. Now comes the second part, which is a little bit harder to play. Oh, I should have set a marker somewhere. Oh, good, so now let's come to the second part. Now we have to put more stuff into it. And how do we do that? Now we change from position 4 to position 1. And now we need this, these 16 note runs. What is that? Go back to this lovely sound for practice. So this is the tempo. Pretty daga da. That was 8. 16 daga 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 daga. So first of all, you can practice the pentatonics and singing. That will be that. 16 notes, or with distortion. Let me switch off the delay now. That's off. So, I'm back. And really pay attention. Daga daga da. Now when you have the delay setting on this tempo, it doubles up the speed of what you're playing. See, that's pretty cool. Now, this is the basic speed you need to have. Now it comes to, I don't know, the easiest way to really create tension is to make kind of a repeating pattern, and the easiest one I know from the repeating patterns is this one here. Bending in the 10th, 12th, 10, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's very important that you make hammer on the pull off in 16 notes. That one works pretty well. So the point is that you get out really on time and really daga 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 daga, and then you get out on this. Now you want to add some more cool gimmicks on that one here, and then you can add some runs, which is pretty cool. So let's check it out. Oh, I missed the marker, so let's start from the beginning. So on the second part, that was not really too hard. I just played a 16-note run here, just moving up the scale in 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slide it up here in the 15th and end it up in the bending, which is very important. The point on the whole thing is, if you do any kind of run, the really essential thing is that you finish up properly and really like with kind of an explosion. So when you do this, that will be the explosion or the run. And then really get it to the extreme, and that's how the whole thing sounds, and that really makes it cool. So let's check out the whole thing again. Then when we add some wah, then it's almost perfect. So the main trick behind the whole thing is to create tension on tempo 120 is work out some 8-note things as I showed, or something else, and work out some 60-note things. Maybe you have some other licks which work out. That doesn't really matter. So you have two parts. You have a part like an entry part as showed, and then you pull it to extreme as also showed. The thing is, it depends on your own ability to for soloing. If you have two licks, or you take the licks I showed you, and then you just put them in and on the proper position. And the thing is, has to be precise on timing, and that it really works out, and don't miss the explosion at the end. And that's how that thing normally works and should be fine. And this leads to results. And if you continue like this, wait, this is the basic idea behind it. Now I just showed one chorus. Now I'm going to play two. Then probably in the second one you pull in more into extremes. But basically the main idea is staying with the dividing into two parts, and that's how it works. Yeah, now I filled up two chords with just the same principle. And of course, the more licks you can play or the more ideas you can realize, the better it is. But the main idea is you can keep it simple and you have the same effect as if you keep it complicated. It depends really what is in your focus. If you want to have complicated things, it's cool too. But if you want to keep it simple, you also, the main thing is that you are into the music and that it really works out on a good way. Yo, that's more or less the ideas behind rock, hard rock D minor 120 beat per minute. And I guess Dr. Pink is even we warmed up now a little. I think we don't have much more to say about this topic at the moment. So, but if you love it, subscribe. More ideas to come in the future.